welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Cricut video. It's been a while since I filmed a Cricut tutorial here, but I'm back and I have got some lovely Easter and spring makes for this video today. I'm going to be using my Cricut Joy and we've got 4 different makes. I'm not going to keep this intro too long because there's a lot to get on with, but if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and we're going to get straight on into it. So spring is my favourite time of year. The colours are my favourite colours. I love the pastels, I love all the Easter things in the stores, and I just love making my own decorations for Easter and spring. So this video, there's going to be 4 tutorials using my Cricut Joy, and I'm going to be using my iPad Pro, but you can use your mobile device or your laptop for these makes as well, and any of your other Cricut machines that you have. I'm just using the Joy and my iPad for all this, but there's also 2 free downloads of my own designs that you can use from these projects. I'm really excited to be bringing more things like this to my channel this year. I will leave the download links in the description box below. The first one I'm going to be showing you is the Spring Has Sprung Wreath. This is something lovely to hang up on your wall or put on your front door. The letters in this wreath is done by myself by hand, so I've got the download for you to use this in your own Cricut if you want to upload it, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. You will also need some pom-poms. You can make pom-poms yourself, or like what I've done, I've got some ready-made pom-poms here. These were just from eBay, and also some little lace daisies, so I'll leave the link below to where you can find those. You will also need a hot glue gun and some spare glues, as well as some colourful pastel cards. So you want to open a new canvas and click at the bottom where it says upload. So we want to upload from Photo Library, and we're going to use the Hello Spring design. You'll see at the bottom here you've got some tools. You want to use the remove tool on the far left and just click the areas that you want to remove, like this. So you have to press down a bit hard, there you go. So you just need to remove the white space in between the black. I'm just going to get my handy little pen and do this, it's just a little bit easier. You can obviously use your finger, it just takes a bit longer. So when you've done that, you can just press next and you'll see your selection of images here. You just select on the one that you've just done and press insert at the bottom right. And there we go, you've got your image ready to cut. We just need to resize it now. We need to measure what the hoop is. If you grab yourself a tape measure or a ruler, and it's saying 19 centimeters, about 7.5 inches. So we need to make sure that the widest point of our design is 7.5 inches. On these little arrows on the bottom right, you'll see the measurements come up here, and at the moment it's saying 23.29 inches. So we want that to be 7.5 inches. And I've got a feeling this might be too big to fit in the Joy. So what I'm going to do is just have a look at, see if it says makeup. Yeah, project incompatible. So the way to work around this is what we can do is make it so it's compatible size, which I think is maximum 4.2 in the Joy. So what I've decided to do is to keep this compatible with my Joy in the interest of time, is I've made it Joy compatible, and I will cut around another piece of card behind it. But the beauty of you having this design is you can use your bigger machines. If you've got a Cricut Maker, Cricut Explore, you can use one of those machines to create a bigger piece. So you could really, depending on what size hoop you've got, you could cut something a lot bigger. So I'm going to obviously be making this quite small. However, you could go ahead and make a massive one and it would look super cute. So we're going to go ahead and cut this out. Pack of card, I'm going to cut it in the blue, the pink backing for that one. What we need to do is just cut this card to size to fit on our mat. I'm using a light grip mat for this one so the card doesn't get stuck to the mat. So you can use the measurements on the actual mat itself just to mark where we need to cut it, and you can see on the iPad it goes down to 7 inches. So if we just mark the card 7.5 inches just in case. So put some markings like this, and then we can just cut that on your mat. So there we go, we have it ready and prepped. Boxes like that. We don't need to mirror the project, we can just press next. Cardstock, and let's look at light cardstock. So let's go for that one. Got a fine point blade in there, and then we can send this in. And press go. So the best way to not bend your card is just to turn the mat over and bend your mat away from the project, like that. And you can see you've got it on there like that. Just use your weeding tool and just very gently, it's quite tricky when you've got lots of like swells and things like that, but you want to try and lift it up as carefully as possible off your mat. So now that is cut, I'm just going to glue the back of it in a few areas and stick it about there. Then what we can do is use the full bit of card like this. So make sure we like how it looks, and we can draw our circle around it. I've just been heating the glue gun, so we can go ahead and glue this on. Do this. Don't worry if there's a little bit of glue showing, because we're going to be putting pom-poms on which will hide any of that. So we're just going to go ahead and stick them on around the edge of the wooden frame. Last step is just to add on these lovely little daisies and the ribbon to hang it, and then we're done. So let me just pop those on and I'll show you the finished result. So the next project I want to show you is a really cute personalised item for your Easter table. So if you've got friends or family around for dinner, this is a lovely idea for that. And I picked up these cutlery holders. They're little felt bunnies from B&M, and you could make these yourself, but I found these in B&M and I thought they were so cute for this idea, and I want to personalise them with people's names, so who we've got round for dinner, on the cutlery bunny, so they could also take it away with them as like a little gift. And I'm going to use this iron-on, the Spring Meadow Sampler iron-on for this, and it's a lovely metallic shade. So here they are, they're super cute. They were £3 for a pack of 6. Really cute colours as well. So what we're going to be doing is just putting the names. I'm going to use a Cricut font, which I'll get to in a second, and we're just going to pop our names on the front bits here. So under Cricut you'll see all the Cricut fonts, and as I mentioned before, there's a price on the side of it, so if you haven't got Cricut access you can pay one-off for these fonts. I have the monthly access, so I'm just going to scroll down and find a font that I like the look of. I'm going to keep it quite plain. I think I'm going to use Babette actually. I've used this one quite a few times and I do like it a lot, so yeah, we'll go for this one. So let's delete that out, and then just want to do them all with the same font. Lovely. So we want to measure these to make sure that we have the right size. So we want 2.5 inches wide. So let's just have a play with this. So 2.5 inches, which is, I think it said, let's do that one, 2.5 inches. That's 1 inch in height. Let's just double check that. Yeah, that's perfect. And then this one, 2.5. Fabulous. So we want to click Make It on a mat, and then you will see they come up like this. But first we need to select Mirror On, so make sure that's selected for iron-on product. There we go, so you can see it comes up to 4 inches, so we just need to cut our vinyl, prep it in the same way as before and place it on the mat, and then we can get started. You can go ahead and press next, all materials, iron on, and we can have a look. So let's find the one it is, holographic iron on. Perfect, holographic, cool. So I'm going to cut this out, prep the mat, and then we can get it cut out in the same way as before. So in the same way as previously, we just want to weld off this excess vinyl. So using the welding tool, just grab the vinyl like that and you can just peel it off. Fabulous. So I'm just heating up my Cricut Mini Easy Press, and this is the perfect size for doing this kind of project. So I'm just heating this up, and then we can put the iron on onto our little bunnies. So yeah, really simple process. So just place on our heat proof paper and just give this a preheat. Then we can place on our letters. Fabulous. And once I'm happy with the placement, just going to go ahead and pop this under there again. Place it on like that. And then we want to hold it on for 30 seconds. So once you've ironed it on, you can just peel off the casing. And there you go. They look so cute. I absolutely love them. And I've made a couple of extras for my friends as well. But you can make them as lovely little gifts, or as I said earlier, if you're having dinner with friends or family, you can make them for everyone on the table. And I just think it's such a lovely little personalised touch to Easter and Easter celebrations. The next project is also for a lovely table setting, so you can kind of start to see a little theme going on here. And I have got this lovely plain white plant pot, and I thought you could put a little display of flowers, or you put some little eggs in there, decorated eggs. And I'm going to be putting a design saying spring has sprung on the front of here, and I have created a design for this so you can download it and use it on your Cricut design space. So I'll put the download link for that below. And for this project I've got a selection of permanent vinyls. I've got a mint green, gold and pink. This was from a set, but I can't remember the name of the set. However, I will link it below so you can go and shop the exact colours, but it's a permanent transfer vinyl. And then I've also got this really gorgeous gold kind of leaf effect vinyl as well, and they are going to make up the design for this. As I said, you can go and download the lettering that I've made for this, and then I'm just going to be adding some really simple cute little flowers using Design Space images. So yeah, let's get started on this project. The same as last time, we're going to select a photo from the library, and we're going to be using our Spring Has Sprung design. This is another one of my designs that you can download. So we're going to remove the areas that we want to get rid of. So once it's inserted into your canvas, you can resize it. Now, same as before, we want to make sure that it's resized smaller to fit on the mat. So let's make sure its height is maximum 4.2. So then we can go ahead and press make it, and you can see it's ready on our mat, and we don't need to mirror it or anything. So we're going to be doing this in this lovely gold vinyl. I'm just going to cut this to size to fit onto the mat. The next thing we want to do for this is just insert some images, some simple flower shapes. So we just type in flower, and quite like the look of this little one here, so you can select that, and this one. So then also I'd like to get a leaf print. Let's have a look at little leaves. I think this one. Cool. So just pop them into your canvas, and then just out of simplifying things, I'm just going to change the colours to what the vinyl colour is. So we're going to do this one as pink. Basic shape, and we're going to duplicate that a few times. Let's do it a fourth. Fabulous. And then let's make this one a bit smaller and just duplicate that 3 times, and duplicate this one twice, and then this one 3 times. So let's just make it on a mat, and then as you can see they come up here like this. So the first colour the vinyl we'll be cutting is this shade, so we only need about 4 inches by 4 inches there. So now we can go ahead and weed off the excess vinyl. So just going to use our weeding tool and simply just lift off the excess bits that we don't need. So I'm just using a bit of transfer tape to put my lettering onto my pot, and I'm going to do this without sound because there is drilling in the background, so let's go ahead and pop this on, but it's really straightforward. Last but not least, I'm going to be showing you a lovely banner. So this can go up in front of your table, or it can go up in your doorway, or somewhere really nice that you're going to see it. And it just says Hoppy Easter, and going with the same theme as all of the other things. So you can basically make all of these items and create a really gorgeous setting for your Easter party or Easter table. And I'm going to be making a little banner with card letters, and I'm going to be using this pack of pastel card that also needs some thin type of ribbon, and then we're also going to be using the lace daisies that we used for the wreath as well. So yeah, that's all you need for this, as well as a glue gun to glue it all together at the end, or you could obviously use PVA or something like that, but a hot glue gun just works instantly, guys. It's amazing. So that's what you'll need for this project, and let's get started. So last but not least, we're going to move on to the Hoppy Easter banner. I've got a selection of coloured cards here. These are very lightweight cards in that same pack as before. So open up Design Space. You want to click on the text function at the bottom, and we're going to find a really simple bold font. So just have a look through and find one that you like the look of. So I'm going to try this font called Futura LT Extra Bold. I'm going to put H like that, and each word needs to be an individual letter, so again with O, once you've got your letters, you can then go on to images, and I want to find a bunny shape. That one actually, so just get rid of that one, insert that. So the individual letters need to be different colours, which is why I've inserted them as a separate layer for each one. So we want to go onto edit, basic cut, and you want to change the colour. So let's start off with blue, yellow and pink. So just do the same process with that and change all of the colours of the letters. So we're going to go in rainbow, so it'll be blue, green, yellow, pink, blue, green, yellow. Actually, let's move that. We'll put the bunny in the middle. So if we do the little bunny, so it'll be blue, green. So once you've got all your letters where you want them, Just going to come in a little bit closer and check how big everything is. Cool, so we have our letters, and then what you want to do is highlight over everything, and that way we can check the size of it. So at the moment it's saying it's about 40 inches wide, 3 inches in height. Fab. So once we've got that, we can go ahead and press make it on a mat, and there you can see the letters on the mat like that, so we can go ahead and cut them out. In the same way as before, I'm going to pop the card onto the mats and prep them all, and then I can go ahead and cut them. You don't need to press mirror for this project. So now that they are cut out, one of the things that you could have done on the design space, but I just wanted to, in the interest of time, just do it super quickly, you can also add the circles and slice them into the shape so that you already have your circles cut out ready to pop them on your ribbon, so that way you can thread them through like that. But because I want them to be hole free, I just thought I would stick them with a glue gun directly to the ribbon like that, so that you're just placing a little bit of glue on there and you would stick them on. So what you want to do once your glue gun is heated up is just place a tiny bit of glue on the tops like that, and then just place it onto the ribbon, just being careful not to have the ribbon bent or anything. You just want to make sure it's nice and flat on the top. So go ahead and repeat the process on all of the letters, and then we want to attach the little daisy on the edge of each word like that, just to finish it off. So there you have it, you guys. That is my 4 Easter and spring makes. I really hope you enjoyed seeing how I created these today. I'm so happy with how they all turned out. I think they're going to look so cute together on a little table, and perfect if you're celebrating spring or if you celebrate Easter. And yeah, I just think it's really lovely and some really easy ways to update your home for the season. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you will be making these for yourself. And as I mentioned earlier, you can download the 2 hand-drawn images that I created for these tutorials in the description box below. I'll leave the links there for you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!